sure that Chief and Shah are working and Taifa Care is working, or this is just a wider and a bigger scheme to secure their interest?
I don't know why President Ruto thinks that the Ministry of Health is preserved for the most incompetent persons in our society, because since he took over leadership of this country, we have never seen him in appointing a competent person on merit to the Ministry of Health. So I don't know why he thinks that the Ministry of Health is preserved for the most incompetent people in our society. Because me, I can say Duale is one of the most incompetent CS in Kenya today. He's one of the most incompetent. And the reason Ruto fired the entire cabinet at the height of the Gen Z demonstration in June 2025 last year was because the entire cabinet was incompetent. But what the mistake he made, that he brought back some incompetent back into the cabinet. So, as for me, my view is that appointing Duale to the Ministry of Health is the last nail in the health sector. Our health sector has totally collapsed, and kwa majina naitwa Kiberenge, na ningependa kuongelea hii mambo ya cabinet reshuffle ambayo Rais Ruto amefanya. Tumeona Rais Ruto amefanya cabinet reshuffle, akachukua Duale akamtoa kwa environment akamweka kwa health, akachukua Debra Mulongo akamweka kwa environment, akatoa Muturi akaweka Geoffrey Ruko ambaye ni mbunge wa Mbeere North. Kwa hivyo ile kitu mimi nataka niseme, hii mambo ya cabinet reshuffle, Rais Ruto hata afanye cabinet reshuffle every week, hata afanye kila siku, there will be no delivery. Hakutakuwa na delivery yoyote, because you are reshuffling incompetent people, taking an incompetent person from one department, transferring him to the other. There will be no delivery, there will be no results. That one remains an incompetent person. Kama Debra Mulongo alikuwa incompetent kwa health, hawezi perform kwa agriculture. Kama Duale alikuwa incompetent kwa defense, akatolewa defense akawekwa environment, baada akakuwa incompetent, ametolewa environment amewekwa health. We have tried everything in this country under Dr. William Samoei Ruto. We have tried reshuffles. We have tried to create positions in order to have more principal secretaries. We have tried to appoint many economic advisors. Many economic advisors who have nothing to advise. We have tried everything, but the solution is not reshuffles. The solution is not cabinet reshuffles. The problem is Dr. William Samoei Ruto. President William Samoei Ruto is the problem, because if the president is incompetent, all the people he appoints will be incompetent. If the president has no idea, if the president has no plan, if the president has no strategy, all the people he appoints under himself will fail. So ultimately, the problem is not the cabinet secretaries. The problem is Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya. This is a situation like, giving an example, it is a situation like where Manchester United we had that manager ambaye alikuwa anaitwa Ten Hag. Ten Hag was just a failure. Ten Hag hata ungempatia Neymar, umpatie Cristiano, umpatie Ronaldinho, umpatie nani, umpatie hao wachezaji wakubwa wote wa English Premier League, hakuna vile Ten Hag angedeliver for Manchester United. He was going to deliver nothing, because the problem was not the players. The problem was Ten Hag. It is just a similar situation in Kenya. The problem is not the CS. The problem is Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Now, look at the kind of people that he has, the kind of reshuffle he has done. It is not a reshuffle that does not inspire hope. It is not a reshuffle that brings hope to the people, that the president has realized that there are people in this country who can perform. For example, if you take Dr. James Nyikal and appoint him as CS for health, that one you are now being serious, because Dr. James Nyikal he has got experience in the health sector. So ile kitu mimi nasema tu, na hii appointment nyingine ya nani, ya Geoffrey Ruko, that one is not an appointment on merit. It is purely 100% for political considerations, because he has removed Muturi and replaced him with Geoffrey Ruko from the same locality. That means he's only trying to play a political card. He's only trying to play a political card. So he's looking for a way to get back what we call Mulima. And that's why he removes Muturi and replaces him with Ruko. But all that is in vain. Saizi wa Kenya wameshachanuka. Kenyans are no longer interested in those appointments. Kenyans have realized that having one of your own, your tribesmen as a cabinet secretary will not help your community. Kenyans are beyond that. What Kenyans want is delivery of services, delivery in the health sector, delivery in agriculture, delivery in infrastructure, delivery in education. That is what Kenyans want. So hizi appointments zote zenye Daktari William Samoei Ruto anafanya na hizi reshuffles na kuongeza watu, kucreate positions, kitu ambaye alikuwa anapinga hapo mwanzoni, it will not add any value to our lives. It is just in vain. It has no effect. So na ile kitu mimi nasema, President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, we know that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was an incompetent president. He was not a good president. We all agree that. But as much as Uhuru Kenyatta was not a good president, there are some ministries, specific ministries, that Uhuru did not play tribalism with, he did not play politics with. There is a reason Uhuru appointed Professor George Magoha CS for education, yet Magoha never supported Uhuru for the presidency. There is a reason President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta appointed Professor Margaret Kobia to the Ministry of Public Service. Hii ministry ambayo Ruto anacheza naye, anaweka Muturi, anatoa Muturi, anaweka Geoffrey Ruku. The Ministry of Public Service needs a competent person who is a professional. There is a reason Uhuru alichagua Professor Margaret Kobia kukuwa CS wa Public Service. Kuna zile ministry Uhuru hakuwa anafanyia ukabila ama siasa. There is a reason Uhuru alitoa Matiang'i from a lecture hall at the University of Nairobi akamfanya CS. Yet Matiang'i had never supported him for the presidency. So mpaka Dr. William Samoei Ruto akubali ya kwamba yeye ndio shida na change, na akisha change atafuta watu. Kwa hii muda inabaki ya miaka 2, akona grace period ya miaka 2, atafuta watu technocrats from the private sector, vile Kibaki alifanya. Kibaki alienda kwa private sector akachukua kina Martin Luko Odoro Otieno, akachukua Naikun from the private sector, people who helped Kibaki to revive the economy. So lazima Ruto awache kucheza siasa. As long as bado anacheza hii siasa anacheza, 2027 itafika, kama serikali yake ya Kenya Kwanza saa hizi inaitwa broad based, kama hiyo serikali haijadeliver anything, itakuwa tu stories stories stories. Na ona saa hizi rais anaenda kwa mlima, na ile kitu inampeleka kwa mlima si ati ni maendeleo, anaenda kisiasa kwa sababu mpaka wa leo hajaamini kwamba mlima ilimwacha, so anataka kujaribu kurudisha mlima. Na rais anaenda kutumia pesa za umma, pesa mingi, mamilioni. The president is going to spend millions of taxpayers money to bribe people to attend his rallies, to buy MPs, to buy MCS. He is going to spend millions, not on building roads, not on building schools, not in the health sector, but is going to use millions of our money, taxpayers' money, to bribe people to attend his rallies. So, watu wataenda kwa hizo rally. People will not refuse money, they will take the money. But people have already made up their minds that Dr. Ruto cannot deliver. And as Raila said one time, and I want to quote Raila once, at one time Raila said, even if you give Ruto 100 years, he will deliver nothing. I'm quoting what Baba said, and me, I trust Baba, everything he says. Even if you give Ruto 100 years, he will deliver nothing. And Baba said the truth. He said the truth. So, what I want to say that Kenyans, we shall suffer for the next 2 years as we wait for the 2027 election. The only solution for this problem will be to vote out Dr. William Samoei Ruto and to vote a competent person, not based on tribalism, not based on politics, to vote a very competent person who will change this country, because we have garbage that has been piling since 1963. And this garbage, we have never gotten a president who can sweep this garbage that has piled for over 60 years in this country. We need a president who will sweep this garbage that has piled for very many years, a president who will deliberately fight corruption, a president who will move Kenya to the next level, because we are stuck. We are just in a cycle. We are not moving. If they say our economy is growing, there are no indicators to show that our economy is growing. If you ask them what shows that our economy is growing, wanakuambia bei ya unga imeteremuka. Our economy cannot be determined by only one item called unga. Hatuwezi wekwa tu kwa level ya unga hapo chini, tuko tu kwa level ya unga, we cannot think beyond unga. Ukiuliza economy yetu nini inaonyesha imegrow, bei ya unga iko chini. Au saa hizi bei ya unga, I understand, imerudi 190 na very soon itakuwa 250. So sijui watakuwa wanatumia nini, but wanatumianga unga, which means the determinant or the only indicator of the growth of our economy ni unga, hakuna kitu ingine. So me, what I would like to tell Kenyans, that we should brace for very hard times, but when the election comes in 2027, we should make a wise decision. We should elect somebody who will change this country for all of us. Change this country. The only way we can unite this country is not by coming together to form a broad-based government. The only way we can unite this country is by improving healthcare services, by improving education, by improving agriculture, by improving food security, by creating employment. That is the only way we can remain united, and that is the only way we can have peace in this country.
Kiberenge, I will take you back, Kiasi, to the matters of the cabinet reshuffle. One Honorable Aden Duale was first appointed as the Cabinet Secretary of Defense, then moved to Environment, and currently he is in the Ministry of Health. According to you, is Duale really qualified to be moved from this docket to this one and from the other, which he has been, to now managing one of the most key sectors in our country, that is health, where we have chief and SHA which are not working, and rumor had it before that a company that was linked to one Aden Duale called Convergence was among the 3 companies that won the tender of chief back in the year 2024. What is your take on that? And do you think that the president trusts that Duale will bring back the healthcare system to its normalcy and make sure that chief and SHA are working and Taifa Care is working, or this is just a wider and a bigger scheme to secure their interest?
I don't know why President Ruto thinks that the Ministry of Health is preserved for the most incompetent persons in our society, because since he took over leadership of this country, we have never seen him in appointing a competent person on merit to the Ministry of Health. So I don't know why he thinks that the Ministry of Health is preserved for the most incompetent people in our society. Because me, I can say Duale is one of the most incompetent CS in Kenya today. He's one of the most incompetent. And the reason Ruto fired the entire cabinet at the height of the Gen Z demonstration in June 2025 last year was because the entire cabinet was incompetent. But what the mistake he made, that he brought back some incompetent back into the cabinet. So, as for me, my view is that appointing Duale to the Ministry of Health is the last nail in the health sector. Our health sector has totally collapsed, and somebody like Duale has no experience in the health sector, no known experience he has in the health sector. What we know about Honorable Aden Duale is that he has got business interests in the health sector. Because he has got business interests in the health sector, it has even been alleged, it has widely been alleged that one of his companies is the companies that are working with the SHA. It has even been alleged in public. Allegations have been made that one of his companies has been importing medicines and medical materials and supplying to the Ministry of Health. So it is alleged that Aden Duale has got interest in the health sector. So being appointed there is purely for business interests. It is not for the interest of improving the health sector. It is for the interest, it is purely business interests. And Duale, I am sure, is going to the Ministry of Health only to do business.
Now, apart from Duale, you have spoken also in regards to the Mount Kenya politics. You have spoken in regards to the politics of the Mount Kenya region. Now, the president is going there at a time that the Mount Kenya region is so, and I mean, seems to want nothing to do with one Honorable President William Ruto. I shall compare this situation to the situation back, I think, in the year 1969, when the late president, former first president of the Republic of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, was very unpopular in the Nyanza region. And Kenyatta forced himself to go there and to see those people there, to speak with the people of Nyanza region. And that led to him being stoned and being heckled in Kisumu, which led him to declaring a certain state of emergency there and sending the military there to do some damage where a lot of people are alleged killed, to have been killed. The president knows that the ground is very fragile for him in the Mount Kenya region. And something might happen in the Mount Kenya region. Could it be that the president is going there knowing that the worst might happen and that can lead to the alienation of the Mount Kenya region, or even having somebody to blame for him being heckled or being stoned in the Mount Kenya region?
What I would like to say, first I would like to say, the President of the Republic of Kenya has got the right, or he has got the power to go anywhere he wants in this country. He cannot be prevented because he's the President of the Republic of Kenya. But there are situations that the President must avoid. There are situations that the President must avoid, like situations that are provocative, situations that might provoke some people, because you know the security of the President is very paramount. And if something happens and the security of the President is compromised, then it might cause a lot of damage to many people around that area. So there are situations that the President, in his own wisdom, must sometimes avoid. Like this issue of Mount Kenya, I don't think it is good timing right now because of the hostile situation that is there. Although he has got the power to go everywhere in this country, wherever he chooses, he has got that power. But there are situations that he should prevent. Like touring Mulima right now, I think it is a situation that might bring some problem because within that hostility, some people might be provoked to compromise the security of the president, and that one will be very bad, not only for the president, it will be very bad for this country. Because we know that the people of Mulima, as we speak right now, they are very bitter. Not bitter because Rigathi Gachagua was impeached. Those people had already left Ruto even before Gachagua was impeached. They already left him. They are bitter because of the promises he made to them. He promised them heaven on earth. And instead of delivering to them heaven on earth, he has delivered hell to them. He has delivered hell. So those people are very bitter with the president. So according to me, history of Mount Kenya right now is not in good faith. The timing is not good. The president should have avoided it right now. And even if he goes and does that tour successfully, I don't think it has got any effect. It will not lead to Mount Kenya turning around to support him again, because one, there is nothing new he's going to tell them besides what he told them in 2022, because he gave them a million promises which he has not delivered on any. So which other new lie is he going to tell them so that they can turn and follow him? And ni kanisa gani president ataingia kwa Mulima? Kwa sababu alishaingia kwa makanisa yote huko before 2022 akawadanganya, na hao watu wakaona kweli jamaa alitudanganya na akaturusha. So ni kanisa gani mpya ataingia huko? Ni promises gani mpya anaenda kuwapatia? So his tour of Mount Kenya is inconsequential. It is insignificant. It has no effect. It will not give him any support in Mulima. In fact, if kama alikuwa na little support imebaki kwa Mulima, anaenda kuibomoa. Through that tour, anaenda kuharibu if there was any little support still remaining, anaenda kuibomoa, kuiharibu. We saw him touring in Nairobi recently. Kama alikuwa na support hapa Nairobi, hiyo tour yake iliharibu hiyo support ikamaliza. Because wherever he went there was looting, watu walikuwa wanapigwa ngeta, people were being mugged, watu walikuwa wanaibiwa, wanapigwa. So the little support he had in Nairobi iliisha wakati alifanya tour. And I'm sure hii tour anaenda kufanya kwa mlima, kama kuna ka support alikuwa amebaki nayo, hii tour inaenda kuharibu hiyo support na inaenda kumaliza.
Thank you.
Sawa.